Hey everybody, welcome back to the sort of a DFS Soccer Recap. I can't believe I got through that when you had me laughing. I'm Alex Hooper. This is Tom Stoss on the other end, however it's oriented. I tried to point last time and it didn't work, but that's Tom. What's up,
I'm
dude?
on the other side. I'm in the dark side.
You were in the green side today, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, baby.
We're gonna talk about that. I dig it. All right, so if you're new to this, we're just gonna dive into the weekend, really just Saturday, Sunday. I had the wrong thing pulled up here, but we're just going to dive into it. Here's a preview of my loss. And let's get into it on Saturday really quick. So early game doesn't matter. Card fest. It's pretty funny.
Wow.
And then Grealish doesn't get the penalty. Aston Villa wins, whatever. So Newcastle beats West Brom 2-1. A first-minute goal by Miguel Almiron. And then a beauty, I believe, if memory serves, from Darnell Furlong. And then Dwight Gale gets the sub goal from the sub assist, Jacob Murphy. So from a DFS standpoint, you didn't have either of those guys. Furlong, if you went there, I think you're crazy, but it paid off. And Almiron was kind of a GPP guy anyway. Not really anything to cover in the Manchester Derby. It sucked. I was sweating a De Gea captain of the big GPP, and I needed a win the way it panned out. Big thing I learned from that, because I didn't play cash with the showdown, is I had a feeling about fading Kev and playing Bruno, and it was kind of the way to go. But go ahead.
It was really annoying. Mostly, I mean, the game didn't settle anything either. But like between the two of them, it just like they're still. It remains to be seen if their prices are going to keep going up. Who to pick? I still don't know. Bruno was like 2 points above him or something like that, right?
Whoever's favored with the higher total, or if you're just suffering from extreme cognitive bias, just always go Kevin De Bruyne. That's what I do.
That's right.
It's served me well so far. Everton, Chelsea, I don't remember how this. Oh yeah, of course I remember how it went, because I had the money for Richarlison. I paid for Richarlison. He didn't get the penalty, and Guilty put it in. So basically, there are 4 goals on the slate. I think the only one you really might have is Furlong, maybe Almiron, but I don't think that's a smart cash decision. If you caught it, cool. But let's go to the tape. All right, so I lost to my man Jordan Cooper. We did kind of the same thing. He pivoted off of Mahrez, which was, if there was a chalk smart decision, that was it. But I don't think it was chalk, because I think Mahrez was chalk, and that's why the pivot works. That's how that goes. He played James. I didn't play James. I pivoted off of James in this cash lineup because I knew Blender would have him, and I needed something. He had more minutes. I knew I was going to get dusted. So that's why I pivoted to Giroud. This is not a cash lineup. This is a trash lineup. I obviously punted Ajay early. Felt good about Darlow. He still did well enough. As far as keepers went, that's fine. I don't need to go through everything, but that was just that's what a bad late swap looks like, and there's not much to learn from that. Is this today? All right, cool.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's just move over as I try to pull up the actual games from yesterday really quick. Still the wrong thing. Not much happening yesterday. We talked about this while we were preparing for today, but this weekend the entire Big Six dropped points. If you're playing the odds like generally sharp people do, then you probably had to catch some special things, especially Saturday. Today's late slate was quite chalky just because Leicester was good. Willian, you kind of knew it was going to be good, but let's dive into it. Obviously, we know what happened in this one. Mourinho ball at its finest. Spurs get a nice early lead on the only bad save attempt by Vicente Gaita of the day, but then he stood on his head the rest of the time, and you get a deflection. So, like, here's my thing. I was talking to my wife about this too. If we've played enough DFS now, I think we both have. I know you're newer, but like, I think we both played enough DFS to this point to know like how quickly just a trash goal can change your whole day. And like, I don't know how that's different when you're actually on the field. I've never actually played competitive soccer, so I don't know. But like, you think at this point in this league, when you get to 2-0, like bunker, that's fine. But 1-0, if you're trying to win the league, I don't care who you're playing. One's not enough. If you're that much better than the other team that you can just stop them defensively, like you should be able to score a second goal. I know it's not that easy, but like 1-0, I don't think you can bunker. And all it takes is Hugo Lloris not being able to grab. It wasn't an easy save to make, but all it takes is one, and it was just tap in by Jeffrey Schlupp, and so be it.
I feel like any Premier League team, besides faltering top 6 clubs, can put in a goal. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever think you're in the safe zone. And Palace is not even a questionable team to score 1 goal when they need it.
Right.
It's very weird.
Yeah. It's just Mourinho ball. It's how it's going to go. He wants his team to be so drilled down defensively that they can just turn off the faucet, and that's fine. And they're close now, but I don't think it's a league winnable strategy. So,
no.
So DFS wise though, came from Son,
right?
And Schlupp. I don't mind punting Schlupp, but generally there's too much talent in midfield, so you're not punting there unless you like have the money in utility. So, and that just Schlupp was not the guy that I had on, so that's fine.
Did you have Kane in cash? I don't remember.
I did not. I thought about it for a while. I did not have him in cash. I believe I went Vardy. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I know I had Willian. That was the one guy that I was playing everywhere. So Fulham looked better than Liverpool for about 20 minutes, and then you got a Mohamed Salah penalty. So if you played Salah, great. You got your bailout penalty, and then Bobby Cordova-Reid from Lookman. I don't know why you were on either of those guys. Maybe Lookman's a punt, but GPP, play wherever you want, as the man would say.
Yeah, that's those 4-team ones too, like those 4-game ones. If you're Fulham in there, good for you. If you're getting Lookman in there, you're a braver man than me.
So this is what I came up with today, and I might be wrong, but this was kind of my theory of the day, my DFS epiphany. For cash games, I think you want to play the odds. I can't think of a lot of places where you don't want to play the odds. You want to say, if this goes to script how the public thinks it'll go, or at least Vegas, then this should happen, and so be it. And then GPP, I think, is where, you're essentially placing parlay bets anyway. Like you're betting on a certain sort of thing to happen. So you're betting on parlay bets. And that's just when you come up with, I think this could happen, and I can fit it all into this lineup. Does that make sense?
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. I just there's a lot more room to play around too and see if you can fit like a 5,000 guy in there in a team like that.
Right.
When there's just 2 games on the slate versus 4 when it's like, now the odds are very important. I have to I might as well.
Yeah, and for one of my GPPs, I don't think I won anything, but I was punting Chris Wood. So there were other places to punt it, but I can't say that Cordova-Reid was any worse a choice than Chris Wood, but Chris Wood was playing Arsenal, who suck. They're horrible.
Yeah,
I love it. I don't want to stunt because we have our own manager with his own problems, but they're awful. They're shambolic. I had to text you the other day. You kind of sent me your holder lineup and whatever, and you had Xhaka in it, and I was like, don't play his ass. He's awful. And
I think he went negative that week, right? And he did this week too.
He went quite negative today. I don't know if he had negative points, but it was negative for the team. Arteta went off on him, said it was a worthless foul or something like that. He got run. And then the Aubameyang own goal.
He finally ended his drought, man. He did it.
Drought.
He broke through.
Congrats. I don't hate Aubameyang. I don't hate Arsenal because frankly they haven't been good enough in the time that I've loved Tottenham to justify it. I've always hated Chelsea more. The difference is Chelsea are good and I love a lot of their players, whereas Arsenal, they're ass. They're bad. And then Arteta comes in and he's like, we're really bad. You know what we should do is we should just bomb crosses in, as if that's helped anybody ever. That's literally the least efficient way to score in soccer from a numbers perspective. I know longtime soccer folks, it's a part of the game and you do it. It's made Willian back into a DFS powerhouse. But
it helps me a lot.
I love it. I'm all for it. And if he can just hit 12 to 15 floor points and they just get almost relegated, if not relegated. That's a perfect season. Like, we don't even have to win the title.
Yeah, as long as his price keeps dipping, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that's going to happen. He's
I
going to
know,
be
it seems-
unplayable soon.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll get him out to 8-8, 8-9, and you're going to be like, hell no.
We're going to be talking about KDB versus Williams.
Yeah, I'm sure. Gator's going to give him the orange circle on the Discord. It's going to give him God status. All right, the last one of the day, other than Arsenal. We didn't even cover that Burnley match, but we need to. Nick Pope was the star of that one because, I mean, he had a whole bunch of saves, but also second cheapest keeper on the slate. You saw the matchup against Arsenal, and then you saw Ariola against Liverpool, and you were like, $200, like, that's a no-brainer. Not a lot of no-brainers with keepers, and it still could have gone wrong, but it went perfect today. This last one, Leicester went off, early goals. Brighton fooled me into thinking they were good recently, and my boy didn't play. Lamptey, Tariq Lamptey.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I mean, that was their undoing. Obviously, you got to play Lamptey. Matters goes off. Vardy goes off. I had Justin in my lineup. I pulled him, and I played Tierney, who was all right, but Justin put up like 24. So, all right, let's go to the tape. That's a pretty shot game, and you'll see that helped me. We don't need to look at that anymore.
No.
I won a ticket. This was a GBP lineup. It took Pope to hold off some of these other guys. Gregor, my dude. Pacheco, who's a fantastic player, does the Champions League podcast for RotoWire with Andrew Lair. Fantastic player. Not a lot. I mean, I was plugging Willian in all day. I was plugging TAA in all day. If not, I had room to get to Robertson. You figure at this point, like, if you want to stack Spurs, you think they're going to score, you just play Kane and Son. They're assisting each other. Like, there's no reason to play Bergwijn unless you need savings. But that's like a GPP thing. Cavalier was so cheap and was actually taking sense. That was great. Milicevic, whatever, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, good enough.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but I feel like that's how I've heard it pronounced. So I'm not sure. Kuyatu.
It's probably Milivojevic.
Milivojevic. That's how I always pronounced it. Milivojevic.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, he had sets, but didn't do anything with them. So I got lucky that Liverpool didn't run amok. I got lucky that none of these dudes matters. See, I thought for sure someone with Vardy was going to chase me down, and they did, and then I got that clean sheet. So thank you to Aubameyang, who I actually played in a lot of spots, and he did nothing, but he actually got me this ticket. So let's look at cash really quick, because who cares about mine? You had the big day, and I won't look at yours. This is my cash lineup. Mane facilitated Willian, so that's why I went there. And then same thing, and I went Tierney. So more cashy, less caney. I just wanted to get the Willian.
There we go.
Yeah, drink break. I was running a little dry. I'm sorry if that's disgusting for everybody. Here's the late slate. I just wanted to show against Trip and B. Trip and B is good. I play him often. I wish he'd stop taking my head-to-heads because I feel like we're just paying the rake. I don't pick yours up, dog. Like, we split. It's not true. He takes more of my money. He's probably actually beating the rake at this point against me. I played McNeil. It sucked. But let's see. I got Lowton. I got Pope. Like, he got Justin. I had
Ryan.
Vardy.
Bummer.
Yeah, I went Vardy in the late. That's where it was, late cash. Yeah, Matt Ryan, not great. Live by the keeper, die by the keeper. Yeah, it's Matt Ryan.
Okay, all right.
To be fair, I would have beat him even if I had Ryan.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, I got him this one time. Moving on.
Yeah.
This is me against you. That's right. Then we'll get to you.
Oh yeah, this is my cash line. That's right. Yeah, I just
explain yourself. You only played the late slate today, right?
That's right. Yeah, didn't trust myself to wake up. It was also too complicated with the 4 teams. I was too scared, so I said I'm just going to take it easy in the first half of the day, and it went really well.
You haven't done a 4-game slate, right?
Yeah, unless you count Champions League, no.
Got you. Nightmare. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it. Go ahead.
I was, until 80 minutes, I was tilting about not picking Vardy. Probably about like 70 minutes, honestly, when the Pope was becoming a reality here, the clean and win. But yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you why. I thought that he would come away with this with a goal and not much more, which, like, I kind of was, like, I stripped in my head that Arsenal was going to play for pride here. And I mean, Burnley is a defensive team, but like I figured they would have been at least, putting in more than that.
Well, that's why Pope and Gaeta are good, is because those are teams who sit back. So they face a lot of shots, and that's fine. Yeah. And that's how you get, like, I mean, Pope wasn't there because he got the clean sheet in the win. 12 was still, I think, the best keeper of the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing really good.
Schmeichel. But you had to pay up for Schmeichel, and that likely wasn't optimal.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, and I'm glad that that built-in safety sort of idea of like Arsenal's going to be swinging crazy like they have been doing, which makes the Willian pick like a lock. But yeah, I don't know. I was really tilting on Vardy for a second there because he had a hell of a day.
He's right there. I don't think I tilt harder at a player than Vardy. I've mentioned my disdain for Timo Werner plenty, and I thought I was going to play him this weekend, and I didn't, and thank God. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's always the one who scores. It's always Werner not scoring, but Vardy's the one who scores and sends me to Tilt City.
Yeah, all those weird upsets that Leicester, or maybe it's just the one, but I kind of like shook my faith in them for a little bit, and I was wrong. I was wrong to doubt. Yeah.
Oh, did my guy not play today? Did Harvey Barnes not play today?
He was. I think he was out.
I hope he's not the problem. That would suck. Because then, like, who else am I gonna play a one-off GPP with Harvey Barnes? Like, who else am I play him every time. It's the same with Firmino. Like, if I play one bull in the big GPP, which, like, don't do it. It's not a plus EV decision to do that. I do it if it's $10,000 first, but every time I'm like Firmino goal because it's got to happen eventually. And then it's Harvey Barnes because he won me a decent amount by scripting away. So naturally, I got to script him that way until the time. I think he's good.
Tielemans is like that too.
Yeah, that's right. They've been very, yeah. Have they been Tilt FC this year? Who's been the tiltiest club for you other than Spurs?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I get all the times that I put my like a lot on the line for Leicester. I think they might be the ones to let me down the most.
I think so.
I don't know. It's been City a couple times too, honestly. Like expecting 4 goals and they put in 2 or something like that.
Yeah, City's a nightmare. It's roulette every time. So basically, let's break this down really quick, and then we're gonna move to the important one. So you went Saka. You used the Vardy savings to get to Saka and Gross. I also played McNeil, which was silly. I thought Arsenal would not be gobbling up a ton of possession, but also it's Burnley. Like, I don't know what I thought. And you got March, who was a better player than McNeil anyway. Like, your line, I think your lineup is smarter than mine. It's definitely more conservative, but like, when Vardy, I did not expect Vardy to go off like that. I expected a goal from Vardy. I didn't expect a goal in 2 assists. So I like your lineup more.
The problem was for like 30 minutes or like 60 minutes in before I could like start to like the Pope train starts to get rolling here. I thought I just picked up a bunch of like high floor guys, and Madison came through, but like I was struggling to get past that point because Vardy was very popular, so that was really messing me up. Yeah,
I think you'll get approval from a lot of people on that lineup. Good on you for playing Pascal Gross. I know you like him. And I didn't think he'd come through. That's what I was hoping for out of McNeil.
Yeah, right.
But Gross is a better player, I think. I think McNeil's young. But okay, so that was us. What was this? Oh yeah, this is the same lineup. Yeah, I did well on the $4. Who won this? It had to be one of our guys, right? That Tyler M. We're gonna see him again. All right, so you killed it in that late GPP though, because you placed a lot of lineups. Who cares about mine? That's the same one, right? Yeah, that's my cash lineup. You beat me though.
Oh, this one had Vardy. That's right. I was okay.
You had a little bit of Vardy.
Yeah, I had him in like 2 spots. I think I played 8 total. I had him in like 2 spots. I can't. A guy like that, like even if I'm like struggling with him personally, I can't not play him in at least a couple things. That's like in like Champions League. That's how I'll do Ronaldo a lot of times.
Just fade most and get him in a couple.
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, again, like I know I talked about if you look at the goal scoring odds compared to the clean sheet odds, and you can compare those and make decisions. Like the odds for Ronaldo to score 60% maybe on the best hit. Like if they're playing that Sven Varos or whoever. Sorry,
Right.
I burped and it was audible.
Was it?
And that happens. But like
Ferenc Varosi?
That's a lot closer to me.
I looked up how to pronounce it because I wanted to know. It's like Ferenc Varosi, something like that.
Yeah, good on you for trying. I will do it. I know how to say Dominic Shabajali now.
Yeah, I think I screwed that up. So yeah, good for you. Well, it's the Hungarian connection. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the only thing. So all right. So really quick, take me through this lineup, and then we'll move on to the other one. What were you man by man? Do you remember who your pivots were? Like where your pivot points were?
Besides Vardy, I'm trying to. I thought
Vardy got Perez, right?
Perez, yeah, it was definitely one of the other ones. I was counting on him. What was that? The last game that they did.
Right.
He went off. Really. Yeah, and other than that, I mean, the thing about like building all these was like this is probably my most I've ever had a core and kept it there. Yeah. I think the only one who doesn't make it here is this is like almost everyone had in my core. Yeah. Other than the pivot was just to get Vardy and then pick up Perez. This was like a Leicester. Yeah, this is my most Leicester heavy one.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
Yeah,
Jay Rodriguez, a nice cheap punt.
Right.
Ndidi's a great look. I don't know if I gave you any tip on Ndidi, but like he's not a defender, and they let him play there, and he got a clean sheet. So like you get some equity there. So good call.
Yeah, when I was moving that around, I mean, and Leicester being the favorite too, I wanted to see who was cheap there, and I saw where he was lined up. It's like easy, like why not?
Yeah.
And for that money, that's a pretty good return considering.
Right. I like the Jay Rodriguez shout. Like he gets a goal, you take this down.
Yeah, I don't remember. Right, I was kind of hoping, but I don't remember who else was near the bottom that I could have who else I could have gone with. It wasn't very good.
I think Chris Wood was right beneath him, but no one scored in that game anyway.
Yeah, right.
Like it's a coin toss between the two of them, and I think J Rod might actually have more open play value. I don't know if Wood did anything. If we find my lineup with a minute, we'll see. But so basically, if you didn't have Vardy, Willian, Madison, you're screwed, and then Pope, and then you stuck to Gross.
Right.
And this one you pivoted off of Gross to Thielen, but it's the same lineup at the top.
This is the more heavy Leicester one. I'm sorry, I forgot about this one. There was someone here that I was trying to pick up too, and it was too expensive. Can't remember who it was, but yeah, just having Vardy and Pope.
Do you remember who you were looking to pivot from?
This was, I guess it was kind of, I don't know if I would call it a pivot off Solly March. It was in that spot. Gotcha. But I don't know.
Same thing.
Yeah. Really range. Just trying to focus more on Leicester, but being in that range, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you. So this was your cash lineup, I think?
This is the same as the cash lineup. Yeah, I always run one of those just in case it hits.
As you should. Mine was my best. Mine normally is my best. It's weird. My cash lineups do that, but then like I'll lose in cash. Hey,
I've never had that happen.
We're close again. All right, so this was your Arsenal stack in the case that they weren't shit, and
they were.
Wow,
Aubameyang, almost 5 more points. That's a respectable performance.
If they would have counted his damn goal, they would have had 20 points.
Yeah, right. If only.
Get the own goal from Aubameyang and the clean sheet from Pope, and you're rolling.
Did any of their defense guys pay off on Arsenal? I didn't look.
I had Tierney and he was around 10.
That's right.
Yeah, they put up a fine day in fantasy because they crossed.
Sure did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but I forgot about
Tierney. Yeah, they really do.
What did I do here? Same thing. What's the difference? Oh, this is I had Wood. He wasn't much better.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I had Tierney, whereas you had Ndidi. So yeah, we kind of split the difference there, and you got me by 0.7 something.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're literally right beneath me.
Oh yeah, here we go. Okay.
So this is the same as the other line, like the cash lineup, except with Saka you have on me.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only difference. See, this guy, like I said, this is the most like I was like swap one out for the other. Everyone else made sense. Willian makes sense. Madison makes sense to have in there. Why would I change that?
Look at D-Cuff really quick because he's DFS. He's FSI, so I want to check this out really quick. Lewis Tongue, okay.
Oh, McNeil, okay.
What did I do down here?
I don't think I ran.
Ooh. Game stack.
Okay, yeah. Well, Pope got you there.
Yeah. Like if that game hits, if Maupay scores 1 or 2 and Wood scores 1, like that's taking something down today. That's you like that justification?
Yeah, of course.
If
If
only,
this happens, I win.
yeah, dude.
If these guys score, I win.
If Chris Wood would have scored 5 more goals today, I would have been taking that $5 prize. And you can't tell me different. All right, let's look at your bad one. What did you do wrong?
Is this the one with McNeil? I did run one with McNeil. I was about to say I don't think I did any McNeil, but yeah, that was the one. Ashley Westwood though, that's a good 6,000 range guy.
That's really not bad. Stats. Yeah. He has a set share. Yeah. Well, cool. I think that's your last one.
There's one in the 300 range too. I don't.
Is there really? I thought you cashed everything.
Yeah,
these are cashable.
I did cash. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on now.
Oh, there you are.
All right, let's get to the bottom. Because I'm curious. Maupay. Okay.
Yeah. So you stacked everyone.
Yeah, or maybe it was someone else on. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, like, so this is what happened. You talked about how you took the core and you just pivoted off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You took the core and then you added Pope. Pope was low owned, and he went off. So I mean, the core went off. Core, which for 3,400, like you're fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean that was the core. Right? It was those 3, and then pick your attacker. And so you played with the attackers, and your low owned guy went off, and the whole core went off. So naturally, you're going to have. I mean, once you've reduced it to that level of variance and that range of outcomes, if you have the 3-4 best guys, then it's all about finding the 5th and the 6th. And if you do, then that's how you're going to be up there. Let's take a look at the top one really quick. I don't know what it looks like, but
Farty. Okay, so
it's Justin. Justin's the difference.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about him.
Man, I had him. I had him on holder. Well, cool, man. Like, I just kind of doing this last couple weeks, month or 2 or whatever. Like, your ascent has been very obvious. Like, it's very clear that you know what you're doing. So it was cool to see it pay off today. Finally, like, when it happens, it feels so good.
I realized I really dodged a bullet with Nick Pope because if you saw all those spots were all Nick Pope, and that got me over the line for all of them. I got pretty lucky about that, considering just because I could go one way or the other. But those cheap guys are, that I think that's tactically good to do. Why not? And he's good too, so he's good for the 10 points, which he was on track for.
Yeah, man. I think you played a lot of good cheapies. You did everything by the book, and that's why it's the book, because when it works really well. You paid down a keeper. You took a dog who might see a lot of shots. You took a cheap wide guy. You paired him with a bunch of different set takers with upside, and that late slate was kind of chalky, or at least like by what you would expect. The last one went with the odds. The rest of the week didn't. That's fine. And every time you go by the book, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to hit, but when you do, you hit on a larger scale, and your results look pretty nice. So
it worked out well. This was my best day, I think, so far, unless you're counting the day I picked up that ticket in Champions League. This is my it was a true double up. I did everything I put in. I think I made twice back. So good day.
You'll get there time and time again, and then you'll hit your valleys, and it's unpredictable. It sucks.
Already been there, baby.
Yeah,
it's all up for me.
You got a pretty rough one right off the rip. Like that, you were taking a lot of advice from me, and I was going through probably my worst stretch in like the entirety of the time I played DFS. So like you saw the bottom of the barrel. Hopefully, it's only on the way up.
I was drafting off a crashing spaceship. It was just like catching your heat off the back of that. Like, I'm going so fast. Look at me go.
I would just like to point out that our very similar NBA lineups are currently first in all of the double ups that I'm playing. So
that's right.
Trey Young going off, Nick Vucevic going off, John Collins is asleep, just like we always.
He woke up. He woke up last time. He'll do it again.
Did you play any one? I'm not going to look for you while we're on the air here, but I was just like, are you doing this one? We can do that off there. Well, cool, man. Any last words?
No, nothing. Good day. I'm looking forward to another week.
Yeah, cool. And we got the festive pictures coming up, so it's going to be.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It might be split. I don't know what Saturdays are going to look like now. Hopefully, with fans back in the stands and if people are at home, like Boxing Day
means
is going to be
something.
nuts. Boxing Day
Yeah.
is going to be like a Champions League slate. So I might have to make you. I have 19 tickets to that Boxing Day blast, so I might have to have you make my lineups for me. Because you're better at classic GPP than I am, I think.
Give me a few guest spots, but don't you deserve a couple. You earned those.
Maybe Boxing Day, if neither of us are busy, we do a live stream somewhere.
Oh, that's a good. Okay, all right. For me, live from the hometown. No, I don't know about that. Yeah.
If only we could host a live show at the Old Angle Tavern.
Oh, one day.
One day.
One day.
One day. That's the goal. That's when the show makes it. We'll get a guest. We'll get like Justin Morrow on or something, like someone Cleveland centric.
I thought you just meant Matty Franks. I'll just have him come around.
Matty Franks is going to be on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I might replace you with Matty Franks, to be honest. Like I'm just going to.
He's higher energy than me. I get it. I understand.
He's going to have takes.
Yes, he is.
I love Matty. Yeah. If you're out there and you're from Cleveland and you're still listening and you've never been to the Old Angle Tavern, when this all gets sorted out, go there and give them your money.
Yeah. Or if you are in town for whatever reason and you can do takeout and it's Wednesday particularly, get some takeout wings from the Angle because they're worth it and they hold up in takeout.
Yeah, dude.
We love them.
Yeah. Endless free promos for the Old Angle Tavern. I'm going to have to click the paid. They didn't pay them. I don't have to click the paid advertising. I kind of want to do just so I can put like buy the Old Angle Tavern. People click. They deserve that. All right. Cool. That's what you get for sticking with us through the podcast as a free plug for our favorite soccer pub, the greatest place on earth.
That's right.
All right. You said no other words from you. So no other words from me. I hog up enough with the airtime. Till next weekend. See ya.
Bye.
That was the best episode yet.
Yeah.